So today's lesson is a review of adding and subtracting integers, and this should be getting you ready for Friday's quiz. So remember, when you have a problem like 10 take away 12, anytime you have subtraction, and it's not just a simple one where the first number is bigger than the second number, you should think about rewriting it as adding. Because 10 take away positive 12 is the same as 10 added to negative 12. If you need to, you can think of it as like if you had $10 and you needed to pay someone 12, you wouldn't quite have enough to pay them back. So you would end up owing them some money. So you can think of that as 10 plus owing them 12. And in this case, the absolute value of the 12 is going to be greater than the absolute value of the positive number, which is 10. So our answer is going to be negative. And we find the difference between the 12 and the 10, which is negative 2. Now let's go ahead and look at another problem. Negative 16 minus negative 7. Once again, our operation here is subtraction. So we can rewrite this as an addition problem. We never change the first number, so it stays negative 16. And the opposite of minus is adding. The opposite of negative 7 is positive 7. So then we are looking at one negative again and one positive. The absolute value of the negative number is greater in this case. So my answer is going to be negative, and I find the difference between the two numbers. 16 take away 7 is 9, so my answer is negative 9. Okay, here's our next problem. 8 plus negative 4. And in this case, our operation is already addition, so I'm not going to rewrite it. I'm just going to look at these two numbers. Once again, they're different signs. And in this case, my absolute value of my positive number is greater, so my answer is going to be positive. So I just subtract 8 minus 4. That gives me 4. And my answer is positive 4. Okay, so for this example, we have, again, subtraction. So I'm going to rewrite it as addition. The first number doesn't change. It stays positive 3. And then I'm changing the subtraction to addition, so I'm taking the opposite of negative 5, which would make it positive 5. And then since they're both positive, it's easy. 3 plus 5 is 8. Now that you've listened to this brief review, I would like you to open up 2.1 lesson and complete the 20 problems on that lesson. Once you have completed that lesson, I want you to turn it in using Google Classroom. Then I'd like you to complete the Google form as well. And that just has a few quick questions to help me see if there's anything that we still need to review when we come to class on Friday. Remember, your class on Friday, you have a quiz on adding and subtracting integers. There's a quiz review or quiz overview posted already in Google Classroom that you can access from anywhere that you can sign into Google Classroom, so any computer that has the internet. Do your best, stay on task, and I will see you all Friday.